The House will come to order. The invocation today will be given by Father Bob Basic from St. Gerard Catholic Church, Lansing, Michigan, guest of Representative Woodward. Will members, staff, and guests in the gallery please rise? Father.
Let us pray. Almighty God, most merciful, who reigns over all of creation, we ask your favor, blessing, and protection on the members and staff of the House of Representatives. Open their hearts and minds as they fulfill their sacred obligation to legislate on behalf of the people of the great state of Michigan. Grant them wisdom and strength to work for justice and the common good of all your beloved people. Give them the innovation and courage necessary to find new ways to work and to live together in unity and in peace, advancing and protecting the sacredness of life for the poor and vulnerable, working boldly for peace and nonviolence, the dignity of work, the freedom of thought and religion, and stewardship of our natural environment. Bless also their families and loved ones who share in their burden of responsibility. We ask your blessing on these United States of America. Keep us safe from terrorism, illness, and every other threat against us. Guide our work in all these endeavors. Finally, bless this great state of Michigan and all our diverse communities, that we might learn ever more how to be a people of love, hospitality, and mercy. And in my own Catholic faith tradition, I offer you his blessing through the intercession of Mary, our mother, St. Joseph, the worker, on this his feast day, on Blessed Solanus Casey of Detroit, and the Venerable Bishop Baraga of Michigan's Great North. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Clerk will open the board for the purpose of taking attendance. The board is now open. Members may check in at their desk.
For the purposes of an introduction, the chair recognizes Representative Roth.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Appreciate it. I appreciate everybody being here today. I have a recognition more to a staff member that's going to leave me today, which I'm not happy about, of course. But I want to say that I want to thank everyone. I rise in recognition of a remarkable young woman, Sydney King, who has made herself an invaluable member of Team Roth. Sydney joined my office as an intern in late 2023, just as our front desk was actually leaving at that time. And she took over duties, responsibilities that normally an intern wouldn't, and she did it extremely well. She is a full-time student at Michigan State. Not my desired place to go, but that's okay. She did my schedule, she made appointments, she did happy notes, she did tributes, she reached out to constituents, all during that time just being just an intern. Sydney's diligent work, her ethics, her continuous laughter, determined spirit, ability to adapt and learn on the fly have all truly been a blessing in my office and to the people of Northern Michigan. We're sad for Sydney to go, but we are excited to see how she will continue to impact the world as she pursues her new endeavors. For these reasons, with gratitude, I'm happy to present a tribute to Sydney King in honor of her service to the great state of Michigan. Sydney, I wish you the best, and have confidence that whatever you do will be the best thing out there. She will not give up. So please, if we can recognize Sydney.
Cindy, please rise. Thank you for your service to the Michigan House. And go green. For the purposes of an introduction, the chair recognizes Representative McFall.
Thank you very much. Colleagues, today I have a large group that has come up from Madison Heights, Michigan to celebrate Michiganians Day, and they're all in the South Gallery.
Well, special guests, Representative McFall, please rise and welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. For the purposes of an announcement, the chair recognizes Representative Martis.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just want to quickly wish happy birthday to my seatmate from the 80th District. His taste in history is as good as his taste in punk rock music, so happy birthday to my seatmate.
Members, if you can please check in at your desks. Thank you. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to excuse all absent members.
The clerk will close the board, tally, display, and announce today's attendance.
Madam Speaker, a quorum of the House is present. There are no members absent with prior excuse.
Will members, staff, and guests in the gallery please rise and join me now in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance Speaker recognizes the Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to see the order of second reading of bills and take up count item number 223, Senate Bill 249.
Without objection, so ordered, the clerk will read.
Calendar item number 223, Senate Bill 249, a bill to amend the Public Health Code. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
Question before the House is, the bill will be considered read for a second time by its title. Are there amendments? There being no amendments, the question before the House is advancing the bill to the order of third reading. Hearing no objection, the bill is on third reading. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to the order of motions and resolutions and take up House Resolution 238.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
House Resolution number 238, introduced by Representative Schuette, a resolution to declare May 2024 as National Lyme Disease Awareness Month in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Representative Schuette. Members, we do have a member wishing to address the floor. If you can take your conversations outside. Members. Thank you. Speaker recognizes Representative Schuette.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today in support of this resolution to name May 2024 as National Lyme Disease Awareness Month in the state of Michigan. There are almost 500,000 new cases of Lyme disease in the United States every year, according to CDC. Cases in Michigan have been rising every year since 2012. Lyme disease is a tick-borne illness with symptoms very similar to the common flu, but if not treated right away, can have significant long-term effects. Many people don't realize they have Lyme disease until it has already caused lasting harm. And the long-term effects of what the CDC calls post-Lyme disease syndrome include permanent fatigue, body aches, and difficulty thinking. Lyme Disease Awareness Month has been observed in many states for decades, raising people's awareness of this disease and encouraging them to wear long sleeves and pants in areas with high concentration of ticks, clear tall grasses, in bushes and yards, keep your pets tick-free, and most importantly, to always check for ticks. I would like to thank residents of the 95th District, Jill and Steve Sklenar, and Sue and Larry Curran, for their outreach to me on the importance of this resolution. Madam Speaker, I urge my colleagues to join me in raising awareness and support for this resolution.
Thank you. Question before the House is the adoption of House Resolution 238. All those in favor of the resolution will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Representative Schuette.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I'd like to recognize Sue and Larry Curran in the West Gallery. They are advocates for Lyme disease awareness, and they visited me in Lansing today.
Will the guests of Representative Schuette please rise? Welcome to the Michigan State House of Representatives.
Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to see the order, continuing in the order of motions and resolutions. I move to take up House Resolution 241.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
House Resolution number 241, introduced by Representative Postumus, a resolution to declare May 2024 as Military Appreciation Month in the state of Michigan.
Members, we're going to have some colleagues addressing the body. I ask that you please take your seats and quiet down. Speaker recognizes Representative Bruck.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Speaking today in support of the resolution making May Military Appreciation Month. The month of May is an exciting month. It's full of flags, parades, cookouts, family gatherings. But for many military members, it's both a special month, but it's also a very somber month. In the month of May, we celebrate multiple holidays, if you will. May 10th, we celebrate Military Spouses Day. On May 13th, we celebrate the Children of Fallen Patriots Day. On May 18th, we celebrate Armed Forces Day. And on May 27th this year, we will be celebrating Memorial Day. And I say celebrating in quotes, because as military veterans, it's not really a celebration. And last night, while I was in vain trying to do my Sudoku puzzle, and my wife mentioned that today was tomorrow, last night, tomorrow, today, would be not Veterans Day, but May. And I didn't have a good look on my face, I guess, because she asked, what's the matter? I said, I hate May. And then she just walked away. May holds a special date for me as well, because on Mother's Day in 2005, May 8th, I lost one of my soldiers, Gary Andy Eckert, in Iraq. He was killed because of an IED attack, and he died in the village of Samarra, Iraq, in 2005. May is a special day. It's a special month. But as veterans, as people that serve in the military, the month brings back a lot of memories for many of us as veterans, as well as our families. If you were to speak to my wife or my family, they would remember all the birthdays that were missed. They would remember all the holidays that were missed. For us as veterans, we remember all the first steps that we missed, as well as the holidays and birthdays, anniversaries, you name it. Whatever falls within a year, you miss. Every year, you're gone. Every year, I take my children down to White House, Ohio, to visit my friend Gary Eckert, Sergeant Eckert, to remind my children that May and that our freedoms during this month are to be remembered because it cost much. And so the resolution we hope to adopt today will memorialize the month of May as Armed Forces Appreciation Month. And many people come up to me as a veteran and say, Happy Memorial Day. And I always say thank you. But if you ask most veterans what would they like to hear, or their families that have suffered much, they would probably just want to hear a thank you for your service. So keep that in mind. I ask my colleagues and those present, during the month of May, it's an exciting month. Yes, we go to parades, lots of flags, lots of patriotic duty that is exhibited by all our citizens. But please take a moment to remember those that have given everything and those that have given much, which are all those that have served, including their families and their children. So take a moment to tell them thank you this month. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Speaker recognizes Representative Beeler.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today in support of this resolution to declare May as Military Appreciation Month here in the state of Michigan. There's a lot of talk about the cost of freedom in our country. Slogans like freedom isn't free or land of the free because of the brave. But what I think is important to remember is that there are actual faces and names behind the sacrifices that allow for the freedoms that we enjoy. There are missed birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, and graduations. There are countless overseas FaceTime calls, care packages, and last-minute trip cancellations. But there is also the highest cost of our freedoms. The loved ones who will never come home, who will never be able to return that text, answer that call, or enjoy another family meal. Madam Speaker, today in our chamber we have guests who are living examples of this cost. They are bearing it every day. Their names are Lisa, Javier, Nicholas, Ryan, and Luca Nava, and they are the family members of fallen Marine Corps Captain, Naval Academy graduate, and Michigan native Miguel Nava, who perished during a training mission earlier this year. I consider myself highly privileged to have known Miguel during our time together in Annapolis. I met him during his plebe summer when I served as his battalion commander and got to know Miguel as a squared-away plebe. He was the image of professionalism, respect, and a spirit of corps that we strove to imbue into every 18-year-old man and woman who reported to Alumni Hall on a hot July morning who was seeking to gain membership into the Brigade of Midshipmen. During his time at the Academy and after, Miguel embodied what it meant to be a member of America's military. He commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps aviation community, and though I never had the chance to serve with Miguel after his commission, his TBS flight school classmates as well as his squadron mates remember him as the epitome of a United States Marine. As we enshrine Military Appreciation Month here in our state, let's not fail to realize that even in times of relative peace, our military members are training, deploying, and fighting around the clock, ready to answer the call when threats to freedom and our way of life are on the doorstep. That sacrifice, the price of the assurance that our nation can respond to threats, is before us here today in our very chamber. Passing this resolution is frankly the least that we can do. By commemorating this family and the hundreds of thousands of military members and their families across our country who are serving, we honor their legacy and show our gratitude for their sacrifice. I hope my colleagues will join me in co-sponsoring on the electronic co-sponsorship calendar. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 241. All those in favor will say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Representative Beeler.
Yep. Thank you, Madam Speaker. And as a very small token of our gratitude for his service and sacrifice, my colleague from the 90th District and myself will be presenting a tribute and a capital flag to a member of Captain Nava's family. Joining us today on the floor to receive these and in the gallery are his wife, Ryan, son, Luca, mother, Lisa, father, Javier, brother, Nicholas, and in the West Gallery, family members Ken, Joe, Brian, and Tammy Marks, and Naval Academy classmate Akbar Arsawala.
Colleagues, please join me in welcoming and thanking the guests of Representative Beeler. Speaker Pro Tem recognizes Speaker Tate.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today in recognition of the owners, coaches, and athletes of the Detroit Prowl. The Detroit Prowl has enjoyed an outstanding inaugural season, which culminated in a 41-0 win in Richmond, Virginia, for the title of the United States Women's Football League 2023 National Champions. The USWFL is a women's tackle football league created over a decade ago in 2009. This pioneering league allows women from across the nation to share their love for the game of football. And I specifically would like to recognize Denise Vijay, Ali Gorsica, who are owners, Coach Ken Fenton, Kelly Bernardin, and Paige Schroeder for all of their work, and just want to recognize them today for the work that they've done to bring a championship here to Detroit and here to Michigan.
Colleagues, please join me in welcoming and congratulating the guests of Speaker Tate. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Continue our motions, resolutions, and move to take up House Resolution 239.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
House Resolution number 239, introduced by Representative Whitwer, a resolution to declare May 2024 as Treatment Court Month in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Representative Whitwer.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise to reaffirm our commitment to a cause that touches the lives of many of us in this chamber and in our communities across the state by introducing a resolution declaring May as Drug Treatment Court Awareness Month. In 1992, Michigan's first drug treatment court was established in Kalamazoo, and it was one of the first in the nation. Eaton County, which is my district, was the second county in the state to introduce a drug treatment court. Judge Harvey Hoffman of Eaton County introduced the first DWI court in the state and only the second to exist in the nation. Treatment courts have become a beacon of hope for those battling addiction, offering a path to recovery and a second chance at life. And they've proven to be the most successful justice system intervention in our nation's history. Today, we have nearly 4,000 treatment courts nationwide, including Michigan's now 208 treatment courts, which have restored the lives and families of more than 1.5 million individuals. They have spurred significant improvements to substance use disorder treatment, substantially reduced addictions and related crimes, and have done so at a lower expense than any other strategy, saving an average of $6,000 in taxpayer money for every individual they serve. Treatment courts improve education, employment, housing, and financial stability, and they also promote family reunification, reduce foster care placements, and increase the rate of babies born healthy and strong. Treatment courts facilitate community-wide partnerships, bringing together judges, prosecutors, defense attorneys, substance abuse treatment and rehabilitation professionals, and crucially connecting law enforcement and community supervision personnel with researchers, educators, and community leaders and other dedicated people in the recovery and healing area. I sincerely urge my colleagues to support this resolution commemorating May as Drug Court Awareness Month, because when one person rises out of substance abuse, we all rise. This resolution will be available for co-sponsorship on the electronic calendar.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 239. All those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Representative Whitwer.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I also want to take the time to acknowledge in the gallery the Michigan Association of Treatment Court Professionals for their immense help and tireless work in making today possible. They are in the South Gallery.
Will the guests of Representative Whitwer please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. Speaker recognizes Representative Vanderwall.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's quite an honor. We have an honorary Dutchman with us today, so we're very excited about that. But thank you, Madam Speaker, on behalf of all the Dutch caucus here of the Michigan legislature, including my 11 House colleagues, including Angela Regas, who we forgot, who are here with me today. We take a moment to celebrate the Dutch holiday, Koningsday, which is called King's Day, which was held this past Saturday. On your desk, you will find a treat courtesy of Michigan Legislative Dutch Caucus, sponsored by our friends at MLC. Drosti chocolates are a staple of West Michigan Dutch culture. Also, King peppermints have a long tradition in the Netherlands and are the country's best-selling peppermint. King's Day is celebrated on King Wilhelm Alexander's birthday, which is April 27. Many celebrate by wearing orange to honor the House of Orange, which has been the ruling family in Netherlands since 1815. The Dutch caucus would like to wish a happy King's Day. Please enjoy the treats. As the Dutch commonly say before a meal, eat smakelijk. And with that, I am going to turn it over to Representative Nancy DeBoer.
Speaker recognizes Representative DeBoer. It's on now. You're good.
Thank you. It's just too exciting. This is so exciting because this is the beginning of tourism for the entire state of Michigan this next Saturday, because tulip time starts the 95th tulip time for Holland and the whole area. It's like 500,000 people come in. So we're inviting everybody to come to the tulip time, and we are so grateful to the Dutch people for allowing Reverend Van Raalte and his little congregation to come to the United States and start the city of Holland. We would not be here if it weren't for the Dutch. And so we are really happy that we have our new Dutch ambassador to the United States, Brigitte Tazelaar. She started, let me get my notes. She started this past August, and she is a career diplomat for the past 30 years, previously serving as Deputy Director General at the Dutch Ministry of Foreign Affairs, as well as a Director of North Africa and Middle East Department, as political counselor at the Dutch Embassy in London. She's been the Deputy Head of the Human Rights Division in The Hague and the spokesperson for the Minister of Foreign Affairs. We're so grateful that we can welcome Ambassador Tazelaar to House Chambers. And Madam Speaker, I would like my comments printed in the journal.
I'm
Thank
sorry,
you so much.
I can't do it still.
You still can't do it?
No.
Oh, no.
But colleagues, please join me in welcoming the guest of Representative DeBoer to the Michigan House of Representatives. Speaker recognizes Representative Coons.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. In the South Gallery today, I have two people who serve on the Commission of Aging who came to Lansing for the Older Michiganians Day. So Katie Pitts and Katie Pung from Farwell, go Eagles.
Will the guest of Representative Coons please rise? Welcome to the Michigan House of Representatives. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just wanted to make a quick adjustment to my name today. It's spelled A-I-Y-A-A-S-H, as I just got converted to being a Dutch.
Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Van Ayash. Got it. Noted.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Continuing under the order of motions and resolutions, I move to take up House Resolution 240.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
House Resolution number 240, introduced by Representative Brenda Carter, a resolution to declare May 2024 as Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Representative B. Carter.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today I rise to introduce a resolution to recognize May as Motorcycle Safety Month. The mic up some? Okay. It's beginning to look a lot like spring in our state, and it's also the beginning of seeing more motorcycle riders and enthusiasts. In 2022, there were 3,158 crashes involving a motorcycle. Of those crashes, 173 were fatal. Just the year before, the fatalities were 166, a roughly 4% increase in fatalities. I stand here today not only advocating for safe riding and reminding you to share the road, but also as a mother who knows the pain of losing a child to a motorcycle accident. I know the loss and devastation firsthand, and unfortunately, I went through it twice. First in 2011 with my son Christopher, and then again in 2019 with my youngest son Brian. Christopher and Brian received devastating head injuries from their traffic accidents. Christopher ultimately succumbed to his injuries while in the hospitals. Brian died at the scene of the accident. Both times, our lives were forever changed in an instant. I think of our boys often, who they were and the future they could have had. Thank you. Their memories remain alive in me. Today, in their memories, I ask you to support this resolution recognizing May as Motorcycle Safety Month. Thank you. And Madam Speaker, this resolution is available on electronic sponsorship on the calendar.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 240. All those in favor will say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Continuing our motions and resolutions, we'll take up House Resolution 243.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
House Resolution number 243, introduced by Representative Van Workum, a resolution to declare May 10th, 2024 as Provider Appreciation Day in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to postpone for the day.
Majority Floor, without objection, so ordered. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Continuing the order of motion and resolutions, we'll take up House Resolution 242.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
House Resolution number 242, introduced by Representative Young, a resolution to declare May 1st, 2024 as Older Michiganians Day in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Representative Young.
you so much, Madam Speaker. Today I rise in support of House Resolution 242, declaring May 1st, 2024 as Older Michiganians Day of Advocacy here at our state's capital. Now, did you all know that Michigan has been ranked one of the top 15 oldest populations in the country? 37% of our population is 50 and older. And now at 59, this is the last I'll be a part of that bracket. And 25% of our state's population is 60 and older. That's more than 2 million residents. Believe it or not, 85-year-old Michiganders are the fastest growing age group of all, and that's pretty amazing. As a legislature, we have and continue to support our older Michiganians / Michiganders. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. We rolled back the pension tax, we supported policy for better guardian and conservator accountability, and we've lowered the cost of prescription drugs. And we've done all things to offer better health care options and more home-based care through Medicaid, just to name some of the few things we've been able to do. As many of you all know, I love to say, love is the work, and it's the love for these seasoned citizens that I'm proud and honored to stand here before you today, Madam Speaker, to recognize their advocacy, their resilience, and determination to improve the lives of all current and future older Michiganders. Here's the key. There's really only one alternative to becoming a member of this group, and I don't want to go there. And so, colleagues, I'm thanking you in advance for your support of House Resolution 242, recognizing May 1st, 2024 as Older Michiganians / Michiganders a day. May we all be blessed with the gift of long life and good health. And Madam Speaker, if I could, we did a very scientific poll on today, very scientific. We put up 2 boxes. One said Michigander, ? And one said Michiganian, ? And I asked my colleagues, and this is when we're always showing our camaraderie because both Republicans and Democrats stood up to vote together. And the results were clear. We want to be known as Michiganders. And so, as of today. So we wanted to share that. Additionally, Madam Speaker, I would like for my member colleagues to know that the resolution is available for co-sponsorship on the electronic calendar. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker.
Hear, hear. The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 242. All those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Continuing under the order of motions and resolutions, move to take up House Resolution 244.
Without objections so ordered, the clerk will read.
House Resolution number 244, introduced by Representative Rogers, a resolution to declare May 2024 as Michigan Moves Month in the state of Michigan.
Members, we have a colleague addressing the body, and some of you at the very back of the chamber are very loud. You can quiet down. Speaker recognizes Representative Rogers.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today I rise in support of my House Resolution 244 entitled Michigan Moves Month. This special month is designated to celebrate, promote, and encourage every Michigander to be more physically active and benefit from the mental and physical rewards of moving their bodies. More people in Michigan, including many of us, are working sedentary jobs and spending fewer hours being physically active daily. Simple activities like squats, heel rises, marching in place, and simply going for a brisk walk can make a difference in our health. According to last year's county health rankings data furnished by the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, 35% of residents in Michigan are obese, while 85% have access to exercise opportunities. And if you're in my health policy committee, you know an opportunity will be coming up. We know physical activity is an essential public health intervention that can help prevent the development of negative health outcomes and strengthen our societal health and well-being. As the weather finally begins to warm and spring is here, May is the month to celebrate the outdoors and get moving. This resolution is supported by and promoted through the Michigan Fitness Club Association, the Michigan Recreational Park Association, the American Heart Association, the American Physical Therapy Association Michigan chapter, and so many others. Please join me in supporting this resolution and in getting out of our seats more often as we celebrate Michigan Moves Month for our mental and physical health.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 244. All those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to suspend Rule 71 in order to take up House Resolution 245.
Majority Floor Leader moves to suspend Rule 71. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, nay. Rule 71 is suspended. Without objections to order, the clerk will read.
House Resolution number 245, introduced by Representative Andrews, a resolution to declare May 1st, 2024 as International Workers' Day in the state of Michigan.
Speaker recognizes Representative Andrews.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today in support of House Resolution 245, declaring today International Workers' Day, May Day, here in the state of Michigan. With this resolution, we commemorate the hardships, sacrifices, and successes that workers have made with their tireless advocacy and the strides that we have made as a country and as a world on their behalf. Today, in part, commemorates what has been known as the Haymarket Affair in Chicago, an event back in 1886 when, during a peaceful protest for nothing more than an 8-hour workday, more than 150 civilians, 7 police officers, and 1 child were injured during a demonstration for that 8-hour workday. And as we look back on that day, I think it is important that we recognize the blood that's been shed just to get us to the place we are today and the basic rights that our workers enjoy in our society as of this moment. And remember that as we attempt to address generational poverty, that it takes a generational approach to prosperity, and that the struggle of workers is at the center and forefront of that struggle. Our state, Michigan, has, as of today, approximately 4.9 million workers and their families. It is these Michiganders that have chiseled the success of our state. From large manufacturers like our automakers, Whirlpool in my district, and many, many others, restaurant workers, hospitality workers, teachers, and public safety workers across our state that make our state what it is today. Day-to-day labor, focus on the job, and those who stand up and fight for better rights for all workers everywhere and working conditions that they deserve. It is the workforce as a whole that continues the momentum of society, and a reminder to all of us here that it's our responsibility, in the words of the great Eugene Debs, to stir the masses, to appeal to the higher, better selves, to set them thinking for themselves, and to hold ever before them the ideal of mutual kindness and goodwill based upon mutual interests to render real service to the cause of humanity. It is through our workforce that we find ways to hone our skills and develop our talents, and that we build for ourselves a better society. Today, we embody the spirit of our workforce in celebration of International Workers' Day, and it is with our continued commitment that we better serve humanity and those around us. I ask my colleagues to support our resolution to declare today International Workers' Day. Thank you.
The question for the House is the adoption of House Resolution 245. All those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, nay. The resolution is adopted. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to proceed to the order of second reading of bills and take up calendar item number 184, House Bill 5434.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 184, House Bill 5434, introduced by Representative Glanville, a bill to amend the Michigan Memorial Highway Act. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
The bill will be considered read for a second time by its title. Are there amendments? There being no amendments, the question for the House is advancing the bill to the order of third reading. Hearing no objection, the bill is on third reading. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to proceed to the order of third reading of bills and take up calendar item number 223, Senate Bill 249, and place it on its immediate passage.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 223, Senate Bill 249, a bill to amend the Public Health Code. People of the state of Michigan enact.
Without objection, the bill will be considered read for a third time by its title. Are there amendments? There are no amendments. Speaker recognizes Representative Preston.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today in support of Senate Bill 249. As a paramedic, when a family is facing a medical nightmare in their own home, I've had to listen to dispatch relay, no units available, while I'm en route to another call. I can't imagine a worse feeling for a family suffering through a medical nightmare. As a state, we can do better. Michigan used to have a state-based EMS education. Now much of EMS and paramedics are required to graduate from programs exclusively offered by the National Registry. This mandate slammed the door on station-based education programs, stripping the state of vital educational capacity. This legislation is not meant to vilify or disparage National Registry. It simply provides options to help build capacity where there are obvious shortfalls. Communities and stations are ready to help, but are prevented by state law that mandates a National Registry standard. The MyMedic program simply offers a choice where no choice currently exists. National Registry is vital and will continue. However, options like the MyMedic program are vital in providing necessary flexibility in our EMS education system. As a hospital-based paramedic who worked the pandemic from genesis to conclusion, I witnessed profound stress that EMS systems across the state and country suffered. This bill is a vital step in the proper direction to provide options and ultimately build that capacity. I urge all my colleagues to vote in favor of this bill. Thank you.
The question for the House is the passage of the bill. A record roll call vote is required. The clerk will open the board. Speaker recognizes Minority Floor Leader Posthumus.
I move to excuse Leader Hall.
Without objection, so ordered. Speaker recognizes Minority Floor Leader Posthumus.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to excuse Representative Hoadley.
Without objection, so ordered. Members, please vote at your desks. The clerk will close the board. Tally, display, and announce the vote.
Madam Speaker, on the question of final passage of Senate Bill 249, there are 101 aye votes and 4 nay votes.
Majority of the members elected and serving having voted therefore, the bill is passed. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Move for immediate effect.
Majority Floor Leader moves to immediate effect. All those in favor will rise. Immediate effect is ordered. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Continuing our third reading of bills, we'll take count on number 73, Senate Bill 27.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 73, Senate Bill 27, a bill to amend the Insurance Code of 1956. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
Without objection, the bill will be considered read for a third time by its title. Are there amendments? There being no amendments, the question for the House is the passage of the bill. A record roll call vote is required. Those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, nay. The clerk will open the board. The clerk will close the board. Representative Cavett votes nay. The clerk will tally, display, and announce the vote.
Madam Speaker, on the question of final passage of Senate Bill 27, there are 93 aye votes and 12 nay votes.
Majority of the members elected and serving having voted therefore, the bill is passed. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Move for immediate effect.
Majority Floor Leader moves to immediate effect. All those in favor will rise. Immediate effect is ordered. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Continuing our third reading bills, we'll take count on number 68, House Bill 5182.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 68, House Bill 5182, introduced by Representative Menser, a bill to amend the Michigan Penal Code. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
Without objection, the bill will be considered read for a third time by its title. Are there amendments? There are no amendments. Speaker recognizes Representative Menser.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My bill, 5182, makes it a 5-year felony for someone to use an electronic device, a ProPad, to break into a motor vehicle to steal that vehicle. It makes it a 10-year felony only if it is a criminal enterprise involving more than one person and more than one vehicle. For example, we've all heard of the vehicle thefts from dealer lots. 12 Hellcats just suddenly disappear. So a month ago, an organized criminal enterprise or gang stole 10 vehicles from a dealership. The next morning, one of those vehicles was used in a drive-by shooting that killed an 11-year-old girl. Last weekend in Memphis, an officer was shot and killed while trying to stop somebody from stealing cars with a ProPad. Someone who has 2 or more prior convictions, and if the property has a value of $20,000 or more, could be sentenced between 5 and 10 years. These criminals don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. They will steal your car with or without, using these tools quietly and quickly, and with or without violence. You know who else doesn't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat? Cops. They will always come to your rescue and always do their best to recover your stolen property and arrest the guilty. If you did your homework and read the bill analysis and fact sheet on this bill, you will know that many police agencies, prosecutors, manufacturers, auto dealers, and others support this bill. In fact, it was several police agencies who came to testify on the importance of this bill, where it finally passed out of committee 13-0. I urge you to support our police agencies and vote yes on this. If you say you back the blue, then you'll back this bill and you'll back the companion one, 5183.
Representative, please keep your comments directed to the speaker. Speaker recognizes Representative Farhat.
Permission to speak to both bills?
Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you. Now, Gone in 60 Seconds isn't just the name for a cheesy Nicolas Cage movie. It's the reality for way too many families in Michigan who park their car in their driveway or just off the street, and they wake up to find it gone. The reality here is that too many Michigan families have been victimized in this wave of grand theft auto that is wrecking their lives. Now, when a car is stolen, that's not just an item that's gone. That is somebody's means to go to school, somebody's means to buy groceries, to go to work. That is what they're being robbed of. And today's bills criminalize the usage of a device which sole purpose exists to open these cars and to steal them. Seldom will you find these readily available devices which you buy online used for any other purpose than to victimize an individual's home or their neighborhood. This is a problem we're seeing throughout Southeast Michigan, and when you hear the term "gone in 60 seconds," a local media outlet in Dearborn did a series where they did back-to-back-to-back reels, Madam Speaker, and I'll tell you, for a week straight, whether it's a scat pack being stolen off the street or it's a minivan, this is the reality that people are facing right now because of these devices. I encourage my colleagues to help us take a step towards criminalizing these and protecting the families of Michigan. Thank you.
The question for the House is the passage of the bill. A record roll call vote is required. All those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, nay. The clerk will open the board. Members, please vote at your desks. The board will be closing shortly. The clerk will close the board. Representative O'Neill votes aye. Majority Floor Leader Ayash votes nay. The clerk will tally, display, and announce the vote.
Madam Speaker, on the question of final passage of House Bill 5182, there are 88 aye votes and 17 nay votes.
Majority of the members elected and serving having voted therefore, the bill is passed. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Move for immediate effect.
Majority Floor Leader moves to immediate effect. All those in favor will rise. Immediate effect is ordered. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Continuing order, third reading bills will take calendar number 69, House Bill 5183.
Without objection, so ordered. The clerk will read.
Calendar item number 69, House Bill 5183, introduced by Representative Farhad, a bill to amend the Code of Criminal Procedure. People of the State of Michigan enact.
Without objection, the bill will be considered read for a third time by its title. Are there amendments? There being no amendments, the question before the House is the passage of the bill. A record roll call vote is required. All those in favor vote aye. Those opposed nay. The clerk will open the board. Members, please vote at your desks. Clerk will close the board. Tally, display, and announce the vote.
Madam Speaker, on the question of final passage of House Bill 5183, there are 89 aye votes and 16 nay votes.
A majority of the members elected and serving having voted therefore, the bill is passed. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Move for immediate effect.
The Majority Floor Leader moves to immediate effect. All those in favor will rise. Immediate effect is ordered. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Move to order motions and resolutions and give committees leave to meet during the balance of today's session.
Without objection, so ordered. Committees are given leave to meet. Speaker recognizes Majority Floor Leader Ayash.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. To the members, there will be no further voting, and the House adjourns to Senator until Thursday, May 2nd at 12 o'clock noon.
Without objection, so ordered. The House will stand at ease at the call of the chair.
The House will come to order. The House proceed to announcements by the Clerk of Printing and Enrollment.
Clerk announced that the following bills have been reproduced and made available electronically on Tuesday, April 30th. House Bills 5694 through 5696. The clerk announced that the following Senate bill had been received on Wednesday, May 1st. Senate Bill 571.
Messages from the Senate.
To the Speaker of the House of Representatives, sir, I herewith return to the House House Bill 4331. The Senate has passed the bill with substitute S1 and pursuant to Joint Rule 20 inserted the full title.
The bill will lie over one day under the rules.
I heard the return House Bill 4332. The Senate has passed the bill with substitute S1 and pursuant to Joint Rule 20 inserted the full title.
The bill will lie over one day under the rules.
Herewith transmit Senate Bill 571, a bill to amend an act to require prevailing wages and fringe benefits on state projects. The people of the state of Michigan enact.
Bills considered read for a first time by its title referred to the Committee on Labor. Introduction of bills.
Representative Van Workum offers House Bill 5697, a bill to amend the Natural Resources and Environmental Protection Act. People of the state of Michigan enact.
The bill is considered read for a first time by its title referred to the Committee on Natural Resources, Environment, Tourism, and Outdoor Recreation.
Representative Young offers House Bill 5698, a bill to amend the Corrections Code of 1953. People of the state of Michigan enact.
The bill is considered read for a first time by its title referred to the Committee on Criminal Justice.
Representative Cernoglu offers House Bill 5699, a bill to amend the Michigan election law. People of the state of Michigan enact.
The bill is considered read for a first time by its title referred to the Committee on Elections.
Representative Pies offers House Bill 5700, a bill to amend the Home Rule City Act. People of the state of Michigan enact.
The bill is considered read for a first time by its title referred to the Committee on Elections.
Representative Kolzar offers House Bill 5701, a bill to amend the General Law Village Act. People of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title referred to the Committee on Elections.
Representative McDonald offers House Bill 5702, a bill to amend the Home Rule Village Act. People of the state of Michigan enact.
Bill is considered read for a first time by its title referred to the Committee on Elections.
Representative Jamie Green offers House Bill 5703, a bill to create a Michigan Army National Guard and Air National Guard apprenticeship program. People of the state of Michigan enact.
The bill is considered read for the first time by its title referred to the Committee on Military, Veterans, and Homeland Security. Notices.
From my Minority Floor Leader Posthumous, I hereby give notice that on the next legislative session day, I will move to discharge the Committee on Government Operations from further consideration of House Resolution Number 237.
There being no further business to come before the House, Representative Bagul moves that the House do now adjourn. All those in favor of the motion will say aye. Those opposed will say nay. The motion prevails. The House will stand adjourned until Thursday, May the 2nd at 12 noon.